Hi guys, Mike back again with part 4 of the giveaway Q&A. Please go back and watch parts 1, 2 and 3. Then those of you that have watched the previous videos will know that we're capping the videos at sort of 15-20 minutes, but it's more looking like 20-25 minutes. And within that time, I'm tending to answer about 10 questions. We had a total of 91 questions in total, so that's looking like it's going to be 9 videos in total, so we'll see how we get on. So we're just working our way through the questions, which I am very appreciative of. So question 31 we're on now. It's from Henry Armstrong, and it is, how did you decide to do Blood Angels? I'm not sure what video it is, but I've kind of answered that one already, in that there was a White Dwarf article from a chap called Andy Chambers who was putting together a Blood Angel army, and I've actually ripped that article out, and if you go back and watch a previous video you'll see me showing it, and he had a list in there, 2,500 point list, and it just really kind of inspired me and really wanted me to kind of get into Blood Angels, which I did. So that's why it was an article in White Dwarf. So there we go, the magazine is doing its job, or certainly did back then. Floating Demons asks, have you ever had a project that you just wanted to throw it at a wall because it's so tedious or annoying? I don't think I've ever got that bad, to be honest, and not that I've wanted to chuck it out of a window, but certainly the USCM power loader from the Alien vs Predator game is, I don't know what it is about it actually. I've built it and I've airbrushed it yellow, and I just can't get on with it. I can't bring myself to paint it, and I don't want to throw it at the wall. It's still sitting on the table, reminding me as a kind of reminder that I need to paint this thing. But yeah, I don't know why. I'm feeling it, that it's annoying to me. But that's the one that kind of springs to mind. I'm trying to think if I've had any projects. I don't think I have actually. No. I try to be the projects I start, I tend to want to complete. So no, actually. So it's just this one model that I just can't bring myself to paint for some reason. It'll happen one day. The Hungry Abe asks, when did you start playing Warhammer or Warhammer 40k? And again, technically I started playing 40k last year because I played it once, and that's the only time I've ever played it, apart from the 2 kind of practice games I've had in a Games Workshop store. But apart from that, never played, but I would like to. And again, if you watch the previous vids, you'll know why I don't. Nerdopolis Prime asks, or says, oh yes, Nick is an idol to a lot of us. And again, that refers to Iddick Beer, those of you that don't know. And if you go back a few videos on my playlists or my video uploads, you'll see that go and watch Iddick Beer as a legend, and that might make a little bit more sense. So his question is, what are your top 3 TV series, shows you have ever watched? Cheers, and please continue the fine work on your channel. Well, thank you very much, Nerdopolis Prime. That means a lot. Top 3 TV shows I've ever watched. Whoa, flippin' heck. Just trying to think of things, because automatically in my head it's what am I watching now, and I'm thinking, have I ever watched? Okay. Top 3 TV series. I mean, to be fair, I think the TV shows that I put the most commitment into, but because kind of today, everyone watches TV differently. I do. I never watch TV when it's actually on. I'm always recording stuff. See, show my age. Taping stuff, I was going to say. Recording stuff and watching it later. I'll watch it back. I'll tape whole series. There we go, taped. Record whole series of things and then watch it at my leisure when I can be bothered, or when I've got time. So I think the top 3 TV series or shows that I've ever watched that I put the most commitment into, I feel I put the most commitment into, back in the day when you didn't have recordable devices in that way. You didn't have recordable TV boxes, Sky boxes, cable boxes, anything like that. You couldn't do it. You had to watch TV when it was on, unless you recorded it onto DVD or something, and then you could go back and watch it. That used to be, or video even. So I'm thinking probably Star Trek Voyager, because I watched that religiously from episode 1, series 1 to the very final episode. And I've actually rewatched that whole series probably 3 times in total, actually, because they do repeat it on TV. And I really like Voyager. I think that's my favourite Star Trek iteration, if you like. But back in the day when it was first on, I watched it, or maybe not when it was first on, but certainly on a repeat when I caught episode 1, and just continued to watch it every week. So, Star Trek Voyager, the X-Files, the original series, the 9 original series, again, back in the day, early 90s. I mean, that was out 1990, 1991, 9 series. And again, I've got them on DVD. And me and my wife's not really seen them. She didn't really like it when when they were on TV. So we're kind of rewatching them. I think we're on series 5 at the moment. So we're kind of watching them. So probably the X-Files, because again, at the time it was just so so different, I think, and just so inventive. And probably Lost, because again, that was one of the TV shows me and my wife watched when we were a relatively new couple. And again, we watched it religiously for the 5 or 6 series, however long it was on for. And just remembering being so disappointed at the end. But yeah, I mean, they're the 3 shows. Yeah, Star Trek Voyager, X-Files, all series. I'm talking about the whole thing. I mean, Star Trek Voyager, series 1 to 6, I want to say. X-Files, series 1 to 9. And Lost, 1 to 6, or whatever it is. So probably they're my top 3 TV shows I've ever watched. Just for the memories, I think, and just for the, for what they were at the time they were being broadcast, I think. I mean, these days, I watch all sorts of stuff. I like The Walking Dead, and probably I like The Walking Dead more than I like Lost. But at the time, and the DC TV shows, I like Arrow, I like The Flash, Supergirl. They all kind of cross over and stuff, so I do like those. But yeah, they're the TV shows that I kind of watch. Anyway, next we've got Southern Crusade. This is Reese, who used to be the Evervale Juggernaut, but he is now the Southern Crusade. Congrats, Mr. B. Nice to see your lovely locks of hair again. Haha. Hope you're well. We're well overdue a coffee. Indeed we are. Indeed we are. Reese lives in Wales. Reese lives in Wales too. But we live probably too far apart to see each other as regularly as we might, I suppose. But yes, we are overdue a coffee. So he's got multiple questions, which I shall answer as we go. Number 1, how do you get your hair so full of life with so much bounce? Well, I mean, I think the secret's in the shampoo and conditioner, and I find you need to leave the conditioner in, for 5-10 minutes, really, and then you get loads of bounce, and keep your hair in really good condition is what I say. Question 2, bacon or sausage? I mean, it is bacon, to be fair, but I don't want to restrict myself, so I'm going to say both. But if you're going to force me, bacon. 3, when are you going to get a guard army and be a man? Jokes. Never. I'm probably never going to get a guard army. It's too many to paint, and yeah. I do like the guard army though. I like the thought of it. There's a really good Imperial Guard scenario diorama at Warhammer World. It's sweet, like with hundreds of Imperial Guard coming out of an emplacement, with vehicles and stuff, like a parade, like an inspection parade for the Space Marines. It looks really, really good. Question 4: if you had a convertible, would you drive with the roof up, or would you drive with the roof down and let the wind flow through your hair? Well, clearly the roof down. I mean, there's no point in buying a convertible if you're going to drive with the roof up. You might as well just buy a non-convertible car. So yeah. And 5, when are we going to get a game 40k with coffee and extra banter? As soon as possible, mate. Like I say, weekends. I'm pretty free, unless I'm kind of working and stuff. But generally, yeah, we'll have to sort something out because it's been a while. So there we go. Maybe you can walk me through my game of 40k. So that'd be cool. Okay. Then we've got Scrag Guard, who asks, "Congrats, mate! Great way of kicking off your Q&A. Nice job, mate. What is your favourite converted model?" So we've answered that already, haven't we? We've answered that with exactly that question. And I refer you to the previous answer, which is my Reaver Titan, which is not converted per se. It is built stock, but because of the magnet work I've done and because of the threaded rod I've used and the way the arms attach, that's my favourite converted model. That's certainly the model I put the most time in, most effort, most money. Yeah, I really do like that model. So my Reaver Titan. Sergeant Shamrock asks or says, "Congrats on the subs and kudos to Nick for the support as always." Again, go and watch Edic Beer as a Legend for that to make sense if you haven't already. Support to Nick for support as always, who will probably win all 4. There we go. He's got a reputation. See, I mean, that's about the 3rd or 4th person who said Nick's going to win everything. So he's certainly got a reputation out there. His question will be: if you were to start a new miniatures game, what would it be and why would you choose it? Okay. If I was going to start a new miniatures game, I think and apart from what I've already started. So I mean, I've got 40k stuff, Dead Man's Hand. They're the kind of 2 games, or I kind of suppose Project Z and Walking Dead is going to be sort of tabletop skirmish, and then my board games. But if I was going to start something new apart from that, I think the one that I nearly bought it, but I didn't, was the Marvel miniatures game, Night Models, all of the superhero miniatures, Marvel miniatures, DC Universe miniatures. I mean, they're cracking miniatures. Heresy Productions is doing a series about a Marvel miniatures game, and you know, they've kind of, like I said, there's a DC version, and they've done a Flash Arrow version as well. Clearly, you know, the DC TV show. So I think I'd go for that if I was going to start a new one, because again, I think you can probably do quite a low model count, plus you're painting up superheroes, which is cool. So that's what I'd probably go for, and nearly did actually, but held off. Kablams, hello sir. Congrats on reaching 2k, very well deserved. Thank you. Do you enjoy building models more, wargame or other, or painting them? Again, I probably answered this already, but I mean, the building is what I enjoy the most, because the thought of the painting, I don't enjoy the thought of the painting, but once I am painting, I do enjoy the painting process. So I probably enjoy building models. I'm certainly with Victory. I mean, there is some paint work on that, but the building of that miniature is integral. And Millennium Falcon, I mean, I haven't painted any of it. Well, paint some interior bits, but haven't painted the exterior yet. So it's the building of that really that I really enjoy. So overall, probably building, and then painting comes a very close second. I mean, it's the nature of the beast. So there we go. Jim White, congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. What is the most enjoyable part of the paint? What is the most enjoyable part of the paint what you have, don't buy what you want challenge? So this is my own personal challenge that I publicly put out there, that I was going to paint what I've got, not buy what I want. And it's, to be fair, I mean, I've done quite well actually. I mean, I need to do a paint what you got, don't buy what you want update really, because it's all gone belly up, to be fair. I mean, it has, to be honest. I mean, I did have some Christmas presents and birthday presents that kind of added to it. But I mean, the original list, I mean, I've got the list here actually. The original list has properly gone down. I mean, I've got a load of new Deathwatch stuff, so clearly I've bought what I want and didn't paint what I got. But I mean, everything's pretty much gone. I mean, all the foreground stuff is built. Dead Man's Hand is, I mean, I've got a couple of minis left to paint with that, and that's done. AVP is all done, apart from the power loader, which, you know, I've spoken about. And that's it. I mean, then I've just got my Blood Angel stuff, so all I had left, I mean, I'm doing the Terminator Squad now, I'm painting that now. The Storm Eagle I've done. 30th Anniversary Marine was kind of like, yeah, well, it's there. And the Cerastus Knight, which I am kind of holding off on painting until I, you know, as a kind of reward for myself. So, to be fair, I mean, the original list is done, effectively, almost. I mean, there's like less than 5 minis left of that original list. So, yeah, I mean, I think the thing I enjoyed was consolidating the hobby for me, getting rid of stuff because I had bolt action stuff. I had loads of stuff that I just kind of often got rid of in the end. I had drop zone commander stuff. So yeah, I mean, I got rid of all of that, and I think that was the most enjoyable bit, sort of consolidating my hobby life and feeling like I'm back in control, really, which I do, to be fair. So Fear GFX asks, how do you maintain your models? You have a huge army and it must get dusty. How do you clean them without damaging the paint job? I mean, all of my minis, you can see now, the door's shut, but you can see that the all the miniatures are in those cabinets. Those cabinets are not airtight. Those cabinets do have a gap down each side of the door, but not a huge gap. And I'm quite careful if I'm building Victory up here. All of the sawdust is quite concentrated into an area. It doesn't tend to float about in the air. I mean, those cabinets, I tend to reorganise them once or twice a year. Twice a year, maybe. I've just done it, actually. And, I mean, to be fair, the miniatures don't really get that dusty. I use a soft paintbrush, a soft, quite a wide, like a 1/2 inch or 1 inch, depending on the size of the model, paintbrush. And as I'm taking them out of the cabinet, I just sort of give them a brush, give them a dust down. That's all I do. I do varnish all my models. I give them a spray, airbrush spray coat of matte varnish, which offers some protection. So yeah, I just keep them in the cabinets basically. So it's not too bad. And it's not actually until you take them out of the cabinets you can see that they're dusty. So if you left them in there, because the dust kind of settles around them, settles around the bases. So when you take them all out, you can see the dust on the glass shelves with all the voids. But yeah, the actual minis don't get that dusty, to be fair. Okay. 21 Ninja 7 asks, hey Mike, started watching your Lucius Warhound series. What made you want to start making videos? Thanks for all the great content. Thank you very much. What made me start making videos was a competition entry to a chap called 3000 White Dragon, who was giving away something in 2011. And the competition was show your army. And I had an army to show. And I just finished my Thunderhawk at the time. And I thought, I'm going to put a video up. So that's what started me making YouTube videos. And then the more I watched, the more I saw of other people, I started filming stuff that I was doing. And it just kind of went from there, really. And then you kind of get to know people and you kind of become a part of the community. So that was it. It just sort of started. It started in June 2011 and it's kind of been a steady ramp up since then. So like I say, I'm by no means a prolific YouTuber or prolific poster of content on YouTube, I should say. But I think I try and post what I think people might be interested in, and certainly I post things for a record for me. What am I doing, and why am I doing it, type of stuff. So, what are we on? 18 minutes. I'm going to stop it there because the next question is, how many points of Blood Angels do you have? And I can tell you exactly how many points of Blood Angels I've got, but I need to count them. So I'm going to call this one a video, and we'll come back to John Partain, question 42. So we've done 10 questions. We'll come back to the next video with how many points of Blood Angels do you have, because I'm going to add them up, and I'll let you know. So that's part 4 done. You are one more video. You're the one video closer to the draw for prizes. So I'm going to call that one done. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.